I've got a right triangle, and this is a 45-degree angle. And since all the angles inside of a triangle have to add up to 180, this must also be 45 degrees. Since these two angles match each other, they're congruent, it means the sides are congruent. You can call this a right isosceles triangle, but for what we're doing today, we're going to call it by its other name, the 45, 45, 90 special right triangle. Now, this thing has ratios on the sides. I'll pop them in right here. If you don't remember where this comes from, check out the video I have linked up in the corner and in the description where I go through and show you how these special right triangles work. Today, we're just going to use that information to find missing sides. So what I've got is two sides that are congruent. So if this is 5, this is also 5. And using those ratios for the 45, 45, 90 triangle, we know that this is that side times the square root of 2. That was the easy version. This is the one that's a little more difficult. It's when they don't tell you what the sides are and they give you the hypotenuse. Well, I do know if this is x, this isn't really y, this is also an x. And then this is supposed to equal x times the square root of 2. So we can make a little equation here and solve. So I have x times the square root of 2 equals 5. So I'm going to divide both sides by the square root of 2. And then you get something that you think is a wonderful answer. And if you were using a calculator, you would plug that into the calculator. But if you're doing this for a grade or for a standardized test or something, I'm going to need you to rationalize the denominator, which means you are going to take the top and the bottom times that radical. And when you multiply 5 times the square root of 2, we write it like this. The square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is 2, but it really starts out as the square root of 4. And then you get 5 square root of 2 over 2. This is your x. So this side is 5 square root of 2 over 2. And so is this one. 5 square root of 2 over 2. All I did was move the 5 from a side to a hypotenuse, and the problem just kicked up in difficulty. All right, I've got another right triangle. It's another special right triangle. This is 90. These two have to add up to 90, so this is the 30-degree angle. This guy's name is the 30, 60, 90 triangle. The 30-degree angle is across from the short side. Looking at those ratios, what you're going to have is a short side. The hypotenuse is going to be 2 times the short side. So this side would have to be 16. And then this other leg is the short side times the square root of 3. And again, if none of this is ringing a bell, check out the other video where I teach it. They give you the short side. These are easy to figure out. Now this time I didn't give you the short side. I gave you the hypotenuse. But no worries. We know that this is supposed to be 2 times the short side. So if that is 8 is 2x, then this side must equal 4. And once you have the short side, you can get the other one pretty easily. It's 4 times the square root of 3. Now this is the most difficult situation, is when they give you not the short side, not the hypotenuse, but this other side. Well, from the ratios, we know that this is the short side x times the square root of 3. So you have another one of these fun little equations to do. X times the square root of 3 equals 8. Divide both sides by the square root of 3. You get an answer that looks a little ugly. And some people might argue that rationalizing them makes them even uglier. So what we end up with is 8 times the square root of 3 over square root of 3 times the square root of 3 is just 3. So this is your short side. This x equals that. So this is 8 square root of 3 over 3. Now to get this guy, y is going to equal 2 times 8 square root of 3 over 3. If it's been a minute since you've taken a whole number times a fraction, just rewrite this as 2 over 1, and then multiply straight across. 2 times 8 is 16. Times the square root of 3 over 3. So that is your hypotenuse. This is your short side. They already gave you the other leg as 8. Okay, now click into this video to learn how to do this problem.